like this. A chappie on the boat told me that this was the best place to stop at in New York. He was quite right, said Mr. Brewster. Was he, by Jove? Well, all I can say, then, is that the other New York hotels must be pretty moldy, if this is the best of the lot. I took a room here last night, said Archie, quivering with self-pity, and there was a beastly tap outside somewhere, which went drip, drip, drip all night and kept me awake. Mr. Brewster's annoyance deepened. He felt that a chink had been found in his armor. Not even the most paternal hotel proprietor can keep an eye on every tap in his establishment. Drip, 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 repeated Archie firmly. And I put my boots outside the door when I went to bed, and this morning they hadn't been touched. I give you my solemn word, not touched. Naturally, said Mr. Brewster, my employees are honest. But I wanted them clean, dash it. There is a shoe-shining parlor in the basement. At the Cosmopolis, shoes left outside bedroom doors are not cleaned. Then I think the Cosmopolis is a bally-rotten hotel. Mr. Brewster's compact frame quivered. The unforgivable insult had been offered. Question the legitimacy of Mr. Brewster's parentage, knock Mr. Brewster down and walk on his face with spiked shoes, and you did not irremediably close all avenues to a peaceful settlement. But make a remark like that about his hotel, and war was definitely declared. In that case, he said, stiffening, I must ask you to give up your room. I'm going to give it up. I wouldn't stay in the bally place another minute. Mr. Brewster walked away, and Archie charged round to the cashier's desk to get his bill. It had been his intention in any case, though for dramatic purposes he concealed it from his adversary, to leave the hotel that morning. One of the letters of introduction which he had brought over from England had resulted in an invitation from a Mrs. Van Teel to her house party at Miami, and he had decided to go there at once. Well, mused Archie on his way to the station, one thing's certain, I'll never set foot in that bally place again. But nothing in this world is certain. End of Chapter 1. Indiscretions of Archie by P.G. Wodehouse. Chapter 2. A Shock for Mr. Brewster. Mr. Daniel Brewster sat in his luxurious suite at the Cosmopolis, smoking one of his admirable cigars and chatting with his old friend, Professor Vincet. A stranger, who had only encountered Mr. Brewster in the lobby of the hotel, would have been surprised at the appearance of his sitting room, for it had none of the rugged simplicity which was the keynote of its owner's personal appearance. Daniel Brewster was a man with a hobby. He was what Parker, his valet, termed a connoisseur. His educated taste in art was one of the things which went to make the Cosmopolis different from and superior to other New York hotels. He had personally selected the tapestries in the dining room and the various paintings throughout the building. And in his private capacity, he was an enthusiastic collector of things which Professor Vincet, whose tastes lay in the same direction, would have stolen without a twinge of conscience if he could have got the chance. The professor, a small man of middle age who wore tortoise-shell-rimmed spectacles, flitted covetously about the room, inspecting its treasures with a glistening eye. In a corner, Parker, a grave, lean individual, bent over the chafing dish, in which he was preparing for his employer and his guest their simple lunch. "Brewster," said Professor Vincet, pausing at the mantelpiece. Mr. Brewster looked up amiably. He was in placid mood today. 2 weeks...